Hey guys, Tone Shift here. As I'm sure some of you may have noticed, especially my patrons who can see my output more directly and immediately, I've not been putting out quite as many chapters this month as I did last month, or potentially even the months before, and I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to explain why this is the case. It's a combination of things. First of all, the number one culprit behind me missing recordings on any given day is insomnia. Now, I have had sleeping issues for as long as I can remember, and this continues to hold true, so several of the days this month where I haven't recorded can be blamed on sleepless nights, leaving me with neither the energy nor coherency to record effectively. Voice acting the way I do, it requires a lot of rest, and if I don't get that, then my performance will be subpar at best. But that's a more universal problem that can be applied to just about any given month. This month, there have been some other issues, namely technical difficulties. A couple weeks ago, my personal computer began to crap out on me with massive slowdowns in my software, my internet hicking up entirely, programs not loading right and sometimes not loading at all, and having to be run in administrator mode if I wanted them to function at all the way they were intended. Not to mention my recordings having strange artifacts and bugs coming up in the final outputs. One example can be heard in a recent chapter of Sunken Horizons that I put out, where some of Twilight's thoughts at the end of the chapter when she was talking to Midnight didn't have the proper thought filter on top of them, the one where it makes it kind of reverberating and echoey as if she were in a cave. For whatever reason, largely due to same crapping out issue, those filters either were not present or cut off prematurely partway through. I did my best to try and fix that, but it can still be heard in a couple of spots. The author pointed them out to me after the fact. The video editor that I use as well had a lot of stutters, slowdowns, and crashes that it normally didn't, so that was also a huge problem. I have since, I hope, identified the cause of that problem in the form of my internal C hard drive dying, and I've gone ahead and replaced it with a new one. Now, that was a time-consuming process, it cost me money, and it took time to get everything moved from the old hard drive to the new one that I would need, and that took up a lot of my time for the last several days, and only today do I feel some measure of confidence that I've gotten back onto stable enough ground to do my job effectively. So, assuming my throat will cooperate with me, I will be moving forward to record more Sunken Horizons later today, and I can only hope that I will be keeping it up for the rest of the month. I have fallen seriously behind where I want to be recording-wise, and I need to pick up the slack. To make up for that, I do hope to be recording multiple chapters of Bug in the Cave, my patron-exclusive reading this coming Saturday. So any patrons of mine who are paying attention to that particular story, look forward to that. We're getting on towards the end of it, so it won't be too long before that comes to YouTube, actually. But anywho, that's all I have for you for now. So thanks for tuning in, people. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, keep listening. Bye. P.S. The reason why my throat sounds the way it does is simply because I haven't had any water yet today, and I'm recording this just after getting up. So, my throat's a little, but that'll be fixed later. Don't worry about it.